Many people see villains as nothing more than two-dimensional bad guys, who exist purely to cause harm. However, the best villain characters are often much more complex than that. In fact, some of history's most notorious villains were actually misunderstood people who were driven to commit their crimes by extenuating circumstances. One prime example is Adolf Hitler. Although he is reviled for his role in the Holocaust, Hitler was not born evil. He was a product of his upbringing and the political climate of his time. As a young man, Hitler was idealistic and full of hope for the future, but his dreams were dashed when he was rejected from art school, and later when Germany lost World War I. These failures, combined with his exposure to racist and nationalist rhetoric, slowly transformed Hitler into the hateful dictator we know today. Another misunderstood villain is Joseph Stalin. Like Hitler, Stalin was raised in poverty and experienced great hardship in his early life. He joined the Communist Party as a young man and quickly rose through the ranks due to his dedication and ruthlessness. Stalin became the leader of the Soviet Union after the death of Vladimir Lenin in 1924. Under Stalin's rule, millions of people were killed or sent to labor camps in Siberia. But it's important to remember that Stalin was a product of his environment. He grew up in a time of great upheaval and violence, and he saw the brutal suppression of dissent as the only way to keep the Soviet Union together. A third example is Osama bin Laden. Bin Laden was born into a wealthy family and had a privileged upbringing. He became radicalized in his 20s after witnessing the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. In response, bin Laden joined the Mujahideen fighters who were fighting against the Soviets. After the Soviet withdrawal from Afghanistan, bin Laden founded al-Qaeda, an extremist Islamic terrorist organization. For years, al-Qaeda carried out attacks against Western targets in an attempt to drive the infidels out of Muslim countries. Bin Laden's motivations were complex, but ultimately he believed that he was doing what was necessary to protect his fellow Muslims from the perceived threat of Western imperialism. So, the next time you're quick to write someone off as a villain, remember that there might be more to their story than meets the eye. These three examples show that even the most notorious villains in history can be misunderstood people. Thanks for watching. To learn more about the most misunderstood villains in history, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll be releasing new videos every week, so you don't want to miss out.